Hey there, casual citizens. Welcome back to Casual Respawn with Cal and me and Dan.
Oh, it's me.
Tiny mosquito
A little
fluttering
robot.
about my room. Hold on one second, Dan. I'm gonna go
Oh,
ahead.
you have bug problems
I
too?
now also have a bug problem. I don't know where this a-hole came from, but he's dead now. Sorry about that,
Right.
folks. All right.
Right before we started recording, that centipede crawled out from behind a picture on my wall,
It's not
and
acceptable.
down behind my desk, which is not okay. It's really not okay. And I had to follow it, so I tried to kill it, and I hit it, and I took off half of it, and the rest kept running, which is also not okay.
Huh.
And then I found it on the bottom of a thing, and I killed it, but it disappeared.
Oh,
So I think it's dead. And then I found a spider while I was doing that, and I killed him, but I didn't find his body.
oh boy.
I don't know what happened, Matt.
I don't either. Oh, so if you remember, Cal had a vision and he broke his lightsaber because his old master was trying to kill him.
Uh-huh.
And now this old dude's being weird.
Former Jedi, like yourself, we have much in common.
No, we don't. Yeah, doubt it, Cal.
We both survived the purge.
Good for you.
Good for you.
So- Good for you. So many other Jedi survived it too, despite what we thought for 30 years.
The darkness here.
It's got a nice ponytail, though.
Right? But also, that's a weird place to keep your lightsabers.
It is. Because I feel like if, you're peeing,
Yeah.
and then one accidentally just happens to turn on,
Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time.
or a really bad time.
What is that? Oh boy.
And as both know, the Force is the most powerful power.
Oh, you use the Force to seize power. That's everything the Jedi stood against.
Dark times.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
You know what helps the dark times? A shirt.
And power.
Yeah, a power shirt.
Maybe a gun.
Ooh.
That broken lightsaber
Hey,
has a different tale.
mind your own business.
What do you know?
Yeah.
You saw something.
Is that what happened last time?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember where we got stuck on the platforming when he was a little baby Cal, and I got frustrated and
yeah.
started swearing and didn't edit it out because didn't write that note down and forgot because I ended up editing that forever later. So
Nice.
yeah, yeet.
Good job, Matt.
Just a
We're
previous-
good at editing.
Previous episode may have been months. Uh
Control the power.
oh.
Familiar words, Malicos.
Yeah, Malikos.
You overstep your bounds.
For years,
What?
the Jedi
It's her planet.
orchestrated the massacre that killed my
I'm confused.
Remember the crazy woman that was trying to kill us with her zombie sisters?
only to bring him
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh boy.
My bread.
Dothamir has unmade you, and my misplaced loyalty has allowed you to lead the night.
So he basically tricked her into teaching him being the old guy, the ways of her powers and how they work, which is different from the Force.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Why is she holding bread, though? I'm not understanding
Don't
this.
think that's bread.
Does he want the bread?
He doesn't want the bread. Oh boy.
Looks like old bread, man.
Oh, that's not a good sign. We got.
You should see a doctor.
Yeah, they all should see a doctor.
That's unnatural.
No, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't have a saber anymore.
Oh, that's a concern.
Yes, it is.
That's a massive concern.
I am trying to. Here we go. Here we
I would
go.
just
to save
jump
the
off the
day.
cliff.
Yeah, we're just gonna Yeah. Hello, everybody. Oh, jeez. Oh,
This
no.
is like Dark Souls all over
It
again.
is. Oh, gosh. At least this one I could double jump. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't need to make that. You know, nope.
The double jumping really helped you there.
Why is she? Why? Oh my gosh!
Did you see your lightsaber?
Yeah, my lightsaber was out of my hands. Do you mind?
Oh. Obviously not.
Yeah, like, you go down there. Oh, there's a thing. Oh boy. Great. I forget
don't
what the button
want to.
is. Woo! Oh boy.
Wow.
So. Oh no,
You
no!
did
I
it.
want the thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So
Oh gosh.
Maddie went to the dentist today.
The dentist.
My wife. The dentist.
What's a
Yes.
dentist?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Somebody that steals your teeth
That's not acceptable.
and then sells them on the market.
Makes sense.
Not the black market, just the market.
The tooth market.
The stock market.
Oh, that's what that's about.
Yeah, that's you don't actually save for retirement or, you know, stocks aren't actually money. It's teeth. So
Huh.
for each stock you own is actually one tooth.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh.
So yeah, that's the thing that's happening. Those things are a pain in the mobile game, by the way. I hate the Night Sister zombies in that thing.
I believe it.
They're the worst.
Maybe.
I found a tomb and then I broke this. It's done.
Do you think you could fix it for me?
Maybe.
Bastard Hall. I saw the day he died. I saw what I did.
How dare you?
Right?
I couldn't save him.
He couldn't.
Oh yeah. So Maddie went to the dentist
What?
and they said that she has to get her wisdom teeth out.
Oh.
So you know when they scheduled it for?
When?
Christmas Eve.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And she just said okay?
Yeah. So they were well, because of insurance, she needed to do it before December or before
Oh my gosh.
the end of the year. So they were like, "Well, if you come in on Christmas Eve and get a consultation, we can probably do it the same day." And Maddie's just like, "Okay, sure."
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like, "What? You're not going to be able to eat anything for Christmas?"
Yeah. That's a
Oh,
bad
it's not gonna
time.
be
Why
okay.
does she do that to herself every time around Christmas?
I don't know.
Man, masochist.
There's always some kind of injury.
There is. Oh my gosh.
So that'll be fun. I'll have to get a video of her high on what is the stuff they knock you out with? Gas.
Nitrous oxide?
Oh, no. I guess they do the injection.
Maybe.
That's what I had.
I forget last time what I got knocked out with, but I was out of it for a while. Even when I was awake, I wasn't retaining any information.
Yeah, you really don't.
And I kept calling Brittany pretty. That's apparently everything I did. 'Cause she,
Well, that's good.
She jokingly told me, like, you need to, like, tell me I'm pretty. You better tell me I'm pretty when you come out of it, or something to that extent. So that's the thing I remembered, and I kept doing it. It annoyed the hell out of her.
How dare you compliment her?
I know.
Oh, it's funny. How were you like before you passed out? Did it take long? Do you remember anything? Or
I remember this is what I remember. Hey, we're gonna start. Yeah, I had the injection stuff too because I had an IV.
yep.
And they said, okay, we're gonna put the stuff in you now, and you're gonna go to sleep in a couple minutes, okay? And I said, okay, and then I woke up.
Yeah,
Yep.
that'll happen.
Yep,
For
that-
mine, I remember I was just so nauseous and like so nervous. I didn't know what to do,
Yeah.
and I hate shots. I'm fine with injuries. Like I get cut at work all the time from like working on metal and all that, and that's
Yeah.
fine. That stuff doesn't bother me. I can see blood. That doesn't bother me. But as soon as somebody pulls out a needle, like a flu shot or anything, I get so white. Like I just
Oh,
turn
boy.
pale.
I believe that.
And for this, they put the IV in, which I've never had an IV before, which I hated. But I was
I've had
like
it
pure white.
so many times.
And so they started injecting the whatever puts you to sleep.
Right.
And I remember the doctor coming in, and he just looked at me, and he went, "Oh yeah, get everything ready. He's going quick." And he said, "Now Daniel, listen to me. You need to count to 10." I was like, "Okay," and I don't remember anything.
That's really funny.
And I don't remember
What the
waking
hell?
up.
Her shirt just
What?
like moved by itself. Did you notice that?
I
It, like,
did not.
Their jacket like flapped open and then closed. It was very
Interesting.
weird.
Yeah, I don't remember waking up from that though, to be honest.
Huh.
I remember just being awake at some point,
Huh.
which is really odd.
It's a
But
weird transition for sure. Snow. All right.
But like, yeah, it was kind of weird. Hey, suddenly snow.
Yeah. Well, if you weren't talking the whole time, you know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
We're going to the Jedi Temple because we're gonna try to rebuild our lightsaber because the Kyber crystal broke.
Okay, so we're using that lady's lightsaber.
I think we're gonna use her old saber to help rebuild his master's saber.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget exactly what the deal was,
Interesting.
but we were gonna try to get up there. We're gonna try to get into this temple. I gotta try to remember how to actually do it though, because that's a whole thing.
Why didn't you just fly up there?
Well, because then it's less interesting for the game, you know.
Like a smart person.
Well, oh, that's a cliff.
That's not the way to go.
That's not safe. So how do I get up there?
I have questions. I have so many questions.
All right, I guess I gotta go
Just
this
fly.
way. That's
Did I
not.
mention that? Did I mention that?
I think you
I feel like I
did.
didn't mention that.
You did though. I was there.
Here he goes. Here goes. Speed Racer. Did you ever watch that as a kid?
Speed Racer? Yeah.
Yeah, like the original show.
Yes.
Cause I guess that's a
Oh.
little bit before me. Cause my dad used to watch that as a kid,
Yes.
and I remember him talking about it. And I was like, you know what? I've never watched it. He's like, what? You've never watched Speed Racer? So he went out. I think he went to Walmart. No, he went to I think he went to Blockbuster
Oh wow.
and actually bought, not rented, but bought the original Speed Racer series.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's so bad, but it's great.
It is bad. It's like
Oh.
oh. I remember the bike scene where there's all these people on bikes
Oh no.
and it's just like so repetitive. They just keep showing the same animation
Yep.
time after time again.
Yep.
And it was entertaining.
It was.
I
It
loved
is.
it.
My brother, for some reason, decided to get that for me for Christmas one year. The first season or complete seasons or whatever the box art said. A Speed Racer. Such a weird thing. I'm like, thank you, and I watched it. And I'm like, all right. I feel more cultured.
You've never watched it before that point?
No. So when I was a kid, they actually were still showing it on Cartoon Network. All those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons and stuff, they were still all over Cartoon Network.
Yep.
So that was still a thing. I can't get there yet.
They did that when I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
And after that, they completely stopped. And now all that stuff is on
Boomerang.
Boomerang, yeah. Which is totally worth having.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that a hat?
Yeah.
It's a hat.
That is a hat.
It's Indiana Jones's hat.
So what
He's
are
been here.
He's-
Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been in the universe. Okay, so that's
Mhm.
clearly I gotta get down there. Oh, did I go? I went too high. I'm supposed to be down there.
Silly goof.
All right. Dang it. Dang it. I can make it.
What? Dang it. Look at that roll.
Yeah.
This game is all sorts of glitchy, man.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about it more on the on our podcast for this week, which if you go to our Patreon channel, you'll see.
Yes.
But we're playing this on the original Xbox One, like not
Oh.
an Xbox One S or Xbox One X or the like whatever the series now. Nothing. So this is like the very base model, and it's very clearly like not supposed to be played on this one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I have a lot of comments, especially for the podcast.
yeah, just save them for the podcast, man. Save it.
Yeah, I really want to rant right now because I got a lot in my head
Oh, that's
about
fine.
how I feel about consoles and all that.
We will
But
definitely.
I'll switch to something related.
Yeah,
Okay,
relate away.
I finally got Maddie to sit down and start playing Halo with me.
Did you really?
And I said, "You're going to experience my childhood."
Ha!
And she said, "Okay." So we played through the first Halo. She was like, "Oh yeah, that was fun. That was good." You know, I could obviously tell it like wasn't her favorite game,
Right.
but she enjoyed it. You know, the Halo 1 is really just kill everything. you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Don't worry, you'll really like Halo 2." She's like, "Okay, yeah, we'll play Halo 2." And so I introduced her to Halo 2 Anniversary, where the graphics are freaking amazing. It looks like a movie.
Right. That game looks
she's-
so good.
Oh, and she's sitting there like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, this is so much better than the first game." And I'm like, "Oh, Maddie, like, you haven't even played the first level yet. Just wait." So, you know, it starts you off with a battle rifle and a SMG. She's like, "Oh, I like the SMG." And I was like, "Oh, it gets better." And then I picked up a second SMG, and I was dual wielding. And she's like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, yeah. You can dual wield." And it, like, blew her mind.
It's fine.
What? What just happened?
Don't worry about it.
So the fact that you could dual wield, like, blew her mind. She's like, "That's awesome." She's like, "Why can't I do that with every weapon?" She's like, she was holding a shotgun and looking at another shotgun. She's like, "Why can't I pick that up?" I was like, "No, not all weapons are dual wield."
Yeah, no,
I was like, that would be cool.
that would be really cool though.
But then we were getting ready to go to bed, and it was like 11:30 the one night, and I was like, just watch this cutscene, because you're gonna want to play the next level." She's like, "Oh, okay, all right." And it's the one where you kind of get the introduction to Arbiter,
Ooh.
and then it starts you off as Arbiter. So she's just watching the cutscene, and Arbiter jumps off the Phantom, and then it cuts to the loading screen, and then it loads in, and she's like, the look on her face, she was like, "Oh my gosh, you actually get to play as the aliens?" I was like, picture like me in elementary school, like playing that for the first time. My mind was blown.
Right.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever, and I just got to picture that on I just got to watch it on Maddie's face. I was like so entertained by it.
That's awesome.
She's like, "We have to play this," so we played a whole nother level.
That's great.
Uh,
Whoops.
It was awesome. And yeah, Halo 2 is by far the best.
Yeah, I think so too. I wholeheartedly agree to that, or with
So,
that.
Oh, absolutely. And I've been watching this guy on YouTube that
What?
talks about Halo lore, and he goes into like everything. And some of it I know, excuse me, because of the books. I read a lot of the books. But he talks about a lot of other stuff. And it's kind of getting me excited for like Halo Infinite and all that.
Huh.
I although he doesn't put out much about Halo 5.
Well,
It doesn't seem like a lot of people have very good opinions about that.
yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Which I haven't played, and I don't like to judge things unless I play them, but I do it all the time anyway. So now that I'm getting back into Halo again, not that I ever wasn't in Halo, I might have to go and play it just to see.
Dude, it's so. I don't know. I want to play Halo 5 because I know it's cheap, and I should know just for Infinite, it probably is gonna have something important to the story. But like at the same time, I'm just like, eh. Eh.
Well, Halo 4 was kind of interesting because it talks about the Forerunners,
Right.
which really, really, really ties in to all the other Halos. Even though the story wasn't that great, you kind of get a little bit of a picture of like why things work the way they do, which was interesting, you know. It's a lot more backstory to what everybody had questions on. But it's not Bungie, you know. That was my issue. Like, they didn't have the same music, they didn't have the same atmosphere. It's a little different.
Right.
I still enjoyed Halo 4. It's not
Yeah.
that I didn't enjoy it.
I did. It was just like,
Yeah.
Like, I okay. Give me a hint.
Request a hint.
Yeah, no shit. I know
Thanks,
that.
buddy.
I'm
Thanks so much.
trying to figure out is how to get back up there to open that other window while this thing's connected. That's what I'm trying to figure out, BD. Oh, you know what? I bet you.
So
Probably
yeah,
just
we
took a
were
swing.
we were trying to play Black Ops Zombies on Black Ops 2 Zombies on Xbox One, which it is backwards compatible from the 360.
Yeah.
But the issue is that it goes into Xbox 360 mode. So in order to create a guest account, you have to have Xbox Live, which I just find is like total BS.
Yeah.
So I would have had to plug my original 360 in to play all my DLCs and everything with Maddie so we can multiplayer. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're going to play something else. And I was like, we're playing Halo. This is it. It was worth it.
I really do want to play one of the zombie games at some point because I really haven't. Okay, come on.
You haven't played Zombies?
No, like I think I did once.
Really?
That was it. Yeah.
Oh, Matt. Next time we record in person, I'll bring over Black Ops 2.
Okay.
Because that's one of my personal favorites. I know everybody says it's not as good as the other ones, but I like it. I enjoy it.
Well, as long as you enjoy
You'll
it.
like it. Exactly.
Okay, so that's
All that matters is my opinion,
yeah.
Matt.
Well, at the end of the day, that's really all anybody could really ask for.
Hey, more light.
Okay, so all right,
Matt, you gotta let the light through to melt the ice.
Dan.
Hey, Matt.
Dan.
Did you think?
No, I haven't thought for years.
Oh, me
Not
too,
something I do.
man. Now schools are closing down again. No more thinking for kids.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Would you have enjoyed this as a kid? Having school shut down? I absolutely would have.
Don't know.
As an adult now, looking at it, I understand how hard it is for parents, right now, and I understand that it's not good for kids, especially to get that social interaction. But me, as a kid, I would have loved it. I wouldn't have had to interact. I would have gotten all my work done all at once, and then just played video games all the time.
Well, you have to remember from my position, the concept of school at home was such a weird thought while I was in school. There we go. Okay, it took me like way too long to figure that puzzle out. So that was a concept that really wasn't an option. Computers weren't. We were going to be pre-Windows 98 or like
Right,
Windows
but
XP.
I mean, if
But-
you were a kid now, though,
if I was a kid now, I would freaking love it. I was socially awkward, so the fact that I could not have to worry about that crap and dealing with bullies and stuff, like it's just I'm like, all right,
absolutely.
Which now is I know there's a lot of social media stuff, but again, that wasn't an option for me. But again, you asked about what if it was now, so I don't know, man. I probably would like it, if we're gonna be honest.
the thing I learned early on, I dealt with bullies and crap, but I learned very early on that if you're happy with yourself, your life gets a lot better.
Yeah.
And if you don't care what other people think about you, then you're gonna have a good life.
Or
And I went through some hard stuff, and you have to figure that kind of stuff out later in
Yes.
life. But that builds who you are. So, am I happy I went to school and I kind of figured that stuff out socially? Yes. Am I still socially awkward? Absolutely.
hell yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, me too. Oh god.
Yeah.
What I'll add to that is not necessarily. I wouldn't even say to not care about what people think of you. I would amend that to be you pick who you care about, what they think of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a parent or like a friend you really trust that you know is a good person.
Yeah, well, I
stuff
think
like
the thing
that.
nowadays is that
Oops.
kids really, really try to get everybody to approve of them.
Yeah, I know.
They want, and for me, it was like, I just want to hang out with my friends. Like, I had a small friend group, and that was it. Like, as long as they were happy with me and I was happy with them, we all got along.
Yeah, and that's it. Like I towards the end of high school, I finally got a really nice group of friends to hang out with and things. So that made all the difference.
Oh,
And there are
absolutely.
people that I trusted. So like it was good. So then the haters gonna hate, it was just like, yeah, okay, whatever.
I didn't care about what the popular kids think.
Yeah,
thought.
exactly. The call's getting stronger.
call.
To my kyber crystal, Dan.
Oh, he should have
I wanna
went
get-
to. Nope.
No?
Nope.
What?
I was gonna tell a really bad joke.
Tell it.
And I thought about it now.
No, what are you
No,
gonna say?
I think I'm good. It wasn't like bad as in like, ooh, that's risky.
That
He
was-
said that. It was more like, oh, that was a terrible dad joke. I wouldn't even consider that a dad joke. Like,
Oh, it's just a bad joke?
that's like a 3-year-old trying to tell a joke.
I want to hear it.
That's how bad it was.
Well, maybe, a listener wants to hear it.
No.
Oh,
It's them.
it's a Imperial probe droid. Oh, I gotta run. Goodbye, friend.
He's gonna probe you, Matt.
I don't want to be probed.
Oh.
I want a severe lack
Who
of
doesn't?
probage.
Oh. Check your
What?
check your probes. Check.
I'm not checking any probes, Dan.
I don't know. Man, I had a long day, and I gotta stay up late to play video games with friends because I have to. That's
Yeah, that's our thing.
that's the law. So I'm tired. I'm gonna say some weird stuff.
Say all the weird things you want, Dan.
Okay.
Wait, I need to open that. I just sliced it, but I was about to run away and not acquire its contents.
I just want you to know that, like, if any weird stuff comes out of my mouth, like, just know. Just know it's okay.
Is it?
It's gonna be okay. My mind sometimes goes weird places. I'm slowly finding out that I might have dyslexia as well, so that's cool.
That's cool.
That's a thing to know. Yeah. Oh, my mother has minor dyslexia,
Really?
where she has a hard time, not as much with reading, but like reading is fine. It's just I don't know how to explain it. It's very difficult to explain.
Explain anyway.
It's like if you were to look at 4 words on a billboard, right?
Yeah.
For some reason, your mind will read them completely out of order.
Oh yeah, I do that.
But it's to the point where it's like I don't know. It's getting worse. Like I've noticed it's getting a lot worse, which is great. And then I noticed I have full conversations with people in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start talking to the actual person like halfway through. Like the other night I was having a conversation with Maddie. And I walked away and did something in the kitchen. I think I did the dishes. And I came back out, and in my mind I was having a conversation with her. And I came back out into the living room and I said like, and isn't that just crazy how that stuff works out? And she just looked at me. It was like, what? And I was like, you know what? I wasn't talking to you, I guess. I was like,
Oh, we're about to have a bad time.
Yeah, we are. So I kind of freaked her out. She's like, "Are you okay?" It's like, I don't know. I think I'm going crazy. Stress does that, man.
Yeah, I totally get that. I always will talk to Brittany, but I'll only give 2/3 of the conversation.
Yep.
So it's a problem because then she doesn't know that I continue the conversation in my head and she's not a part of it. Oh, well,
Yeah.
End of game.
Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, that stuff happens all the time. And it's like, it's funny because just the look on people's faces, they're just like, uh-huh. Yes.
Huh.
We know you're crazy,
Yep. And then there's
but we're not going to mention it.
the ADHD brain where you will make a comment that has nothing to do with what the other person was talking about whatsoever.
Yeah, all the time. All the time.
Or at least seemingly to them, but to us it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because we've linked something in our past from like 15 years ago to the conversation they're having about like politics today. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this one time I shoved a Cheez-It up my nose. And like, it makes sense to you, but
Yep, it does. It
to
connects.
everybody else, are just like, yeah.
Kyle's
Hey, are
having
we
it.
dying?
Yeah, we're having
Should I
it.
be concerned?
We're having a bad time.
Use the force, buddy. You can do it.
He's
I
getting
like
there.
our tunic.
I know
Shouldn't
you
that give
do.
us extra warmth?
You would think, but now it's just keeping them cold.
Touch it.
Touch it. Get the crystal,
Wow, that's conveniently located.
right? Lightsaber crystal. We got it.
Oh.
Dun, dun. Oh. Well,
Oh.
sad.
Hey, here's a question.
Yeah.
And this might be a dumb question.
Okay.
Lightsabers.
Yeah.
Right? They're powered by those crystals.
Right.
When you become Sith, when you transition into a Sith, you have to force your lightsaber into the color red, right? I don't think I'm explaining that right.
No. Well, I know what you're asking.
Failure's not the end.
Yes. In the case of Kylo Ren, I think he had an artificial crystal, which is why it needed the vents on the side, which is why it had the two little like reds on the outside.
Right.
But yeah, you're supposed to infuse yourself into the crystal,
Right.
just so it becomes your saber. Like it's more than just a weapon; it's also like a spiritual connection to your. It's an extension of you.
And so, like, there's like 7 different fighting styles, right?
That I can't speak to.
Those reflect in color, I believe.
In
Because
the
like
old,
Mace,
in the old canon, yes. In the new
Mace
canon, I'm
Windu.
not sure.
okay, because Mace Windu's is purple because
Right.
he fights in both sides, like the way of the Sith and the way of the Jedi, and it's like a conflicting between blue and red.
Yeah, they used to, and it was actually introduced as a concept in Knights of the Old Republic. It really wasn't anything canon-wise that described why a saber was a color, but then it ended up making that like an official attribute. But that's not so much the case anymore. Although,
Okay.
So again, I'm not 100% sure with new canon what the case is. So
Yeah, I don't know. I just
yeah,
a while ago I watched some kind of video about how Darth Vader changed his lightsaber to red, and I was like, man, it just doesn't seem right. Because as a kid, I was taught like you always get those lightsaber toys that had different colored crystals in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was how the lightsaber worked.
yeah.
But then you become an adult and you realize that there's lore behind this stuff. And you actually have to do research.
Yep. They go over it in the comics. So Marvel did a new version
Excuse me.
talking about the rise of Darth Vader once he's converted into the black suit, and they have him go make his castle and basically. Wait, no, I think I'm getting that wrong.
No, that sounds right.
Well, he does do that, but I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I think he basically steals he steals a lightsaber from another Jedi kills the Jedi, and then basically twists it into making it his through the dark side. So it's like this really weird and odd method. But yeah.
There is important stuff going on here.
There is. Basically, Cordova, the other Jedi that's been doing the holograms, like encrypted himself into that droid, or like all his memories, and then kind of blanked his memories until a Jedi came along.
Oh.
And so they just went with that. So now, here's the fun part.
Hey, this seems relevant.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you were asking the right question at the right time. So we can make the lightsaber whatever color. Yellow,
Oh.
orange, purple, green, blue. I believe that's pink. Or no, that's pink. I forget what the color that is. This might be like an indigo, or then this like turquoise.
Go ahead, Matt. You pick the color. I kind of like yellow.
Yeah,
But-
I'm debating between yellow and green, because green's my favorite because of Luke, but I also like Rey's yellow. We'll go with-
I like because that's the Jedi Sentinel, or not Jedi. I guess they're just Sentinels, right?
yeah.
Or is it Jedi Sentinels? I don't know what they're called. You can do it.
So here we go.
No, that's not how that works. You don't fuse crystals with your hands. Hey, isn't he supposed to use a force and not tools?
Well, yeah,
The
but
heck,
he's
man.
also a tool guy, so it makes sense. You gotta use some
I
tools to
guess
some
so.
extent.
You can do it.
You can do it, Cal.
In your playthrough, did you pick green?
I think I actually did go yellow in my playthrough.
Huh.
Or no, you know what? I went orange.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
That's fancy. He can weld things with his mind.
Yeet. Now we can dual
I
wield,
like. I like that. I like that a lot.
right?
That really tickles me. I'm very happy with that.
Right?
I've never. Oh, can you do that? The split sabers. Okay. Yep.
I think that's what we're in the episode. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I could cry. I could cry right now. That makes me really happy.